Hey! So, on Sunday evening, a new documentary was broadcast about ABBA's manager Stig Anderson. You can watch the whole documentary here on YouTube, unfortunately only in Swedish. But in this video, I want to talk about the footage of ABBA that was included in the documentary because it comes straight out of the archive. And nowadays that means that we usually see it in pristine quality, very often even in genuine high definition. That is only possible if it was filmed on actual film tape, for example 16mm or even 35mm. And to my surprise, that seems to be the case even with many of ABBA's TV reports from the time. In the end of this video, we will also talk about the existence of ABBA's original demo recordings. This documentary brings it all together: rare material, beautiful photographs and glorious footage of ABBA in high definition. The most obvious one are ABBA's music videos. As we know, most of their music videos were filmed on 16mm, and in recent years they were delivered in new 4K high-definition versions on ABBA's YouTube channel, but only for 13 videos so far. So I've been wondering if the rest of ABBA's music videos have also been restored in high definition by now. In this new documentary, we see snippets of Mamma Mia and SOS in high definition, which we know from ABBA's YouTube channel. But the documentary also has a snippet for Gimme Gimme Gimme, A Man After Midnight. This music video has not yet been released in high definition. As far as I know, it was filmed in 16mm. The quality in this documentary looks very different compared to the old DVD version, which is also on ABBA's YouTube channel. It even looks different compared to the first DVD release, as we can see in this comparison. But does this new snippet from the new documentary look like high definition? I'm not quite sure. Even more intriguing to me was the fact that many of ABBA's vintage documentaries and TV reports from the 1970s for Swedish television are featured here in glorious and genuine high-definition quality. Usually, TV material is filmed on videotape, which doesn't give us any possibility for true high-definition quality. But one of the most stunning features in this new documentary was the footage from the 1975 program Mr. Trendsetter. This was a vintage documentary about Stig Anderson. It gave us the important footage of ABBA in the recording studio, recording their vocals for Dancing Queen, as well as more footage of ABBA and Stig Anderson, who listens to Björn and Benny's demo tape of Fernando to write down the lyrics. This documentary in and of itself is also available in full on YouTube, but the new snippets here made me realize that all of this material was clearly captured on film and is presented here in beautiful high definition. Also in high definition seems to be Sweden's Report from 1974 and 1976, as well as a news report from 1973 about Björn and Benny's work with Ted Gärdestad, and even ABBA's first ever TV performance from 1970. In my estimation, all of this must have been filmed on 16mm and is presented here in high definition, which to me is quite astonishing. And finally, there were also glimpses into the archive of Stig Anderson, and something caught my eye: a cassette tape with a handwritten label saying Waterloo. We know that in the early years Björn and Benny recorded their songwriting demos on cassette tapes for Stig Anderson so that he could listen to the song and maybe come up with a title or lyrics. So I'm wondering if this is the actual demo cassette of Waterloo. And I'm wondering now if this archive of Stig Anderson is the place where all of Björn and Benny's cassette demo tapes are stored away. These are the songs of which we know for sure that they were once captured as demo versions on cassette tape by Björn and Benny, but I'm sure there are many more. We also get to see and hear at least a snippet of ABBA's song for Stig Anderson from 1981, Hovas Vittne, which was never commercially released. The full song is of course available on YouTube to see and hear, but I don't think we have seen and heard it before in an official documentary. As I said, you can watch the entire documentary here on YouTube on the channel Inomadi 100, which continues to be just phenomenal. And even if you don't understand Swedish, this documentary is worth just to see this stunning footage, and it also gives us beautiful glimpses of the times, of Sweden and the media landscape in vintage recordings. The documentary itself was really nice, but as so often, there is just too much to tell and too little time in a TV documentary like this of just 1 hour. So if we should get anything like this for ABBA this year, I think it really should be an entire documentary series of several episodes. This is all I wanted to bring together for today. Today's video is not a review of the actual documentary, but a focus on all the stunning ABBA material in high definition, and maybe a better understanding of the archives and the delicious stuff which is locked away. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Alright, until then, hey do!